We try to stay healthy on the road, but obviously not as healthy as you are. But you know, you look pretty darn healthy.
A lot of work.
Yeah, it is, huh?
A lot of work. Yeah.
It's always in the gym.
Not always in the gym, but I eat very healthy. I'm a food fighter.
You're a food fighter.
Food fighter. Yeah. I think the food now is very bad. The industrial food, they are too sugar, too fat, you know, too industrial products, too processed.
I know. That's why we're getting larger as a people.
But not you. You're older than me, you know?
Huh?
You are older than me?
No.
Yeah, I think.
65.
66.
Okay, we're the same.
Yeah. What's your secret? What is your secret?
When you get into those years, in 1965, 66, we're children of the 60s. We're kind of hippie children in a way. And even though I grew up and my parents were very conservative, they weren't hippies. Because I grew up in Northern California, I think I just caught some of that generational vibe. And now that I'm older, I feel I'm becoming more of a hippie with the things that I eat, the things that I put into my body. I'm much more conscious of what I put in my body. I think about it a lot more. So
it's really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if it has something to do with just getting older and more mature, because Lord knows, you know, some of the things I've put into my body over the years, I shouldn't be around. But luckily I am, and I have 2 kids. I'd like to see them grow up to be as, you know, as old as I am, you know, if not older. And then, you know, eventually I realize our own mortality. I realize that, you know, I'm not going to be around forever. But if I can be around when they're in their older years and I'm still up there eating healthy, being active, then I'll be happy.
It's really interesting. One day, Richard Fortus, you know Richard Fortus?
Mm-hmm. Richard
Fortus, guitarist of
I know him. He now plays in GNR, right?
Yeah.
And now he's playing with Thin Lizzy, or was playing with Thin Lizzy.
And Guns.
Yeah.
He said,
great guitar
one
player.
day, you have to make a choice, life or death. And you
Mine
have to choose
wasn't.
your lifestyle. What's your lifestyle?
Well,
Ryan?
it never came to a choice of life or death, and I think that was part of my problem. You know, I think that, you know, through all the bad influences that I did over the years, and I'm not one to like glorify it. I don't want to talk about how much stuff I put up my nose or how much I used to drink and blah blah blah. It's not really important in that sense. It's more important that I made the realization that even though I didn't face life or death, because I didn't have such a strong addiction to any one thing that made me look at that life and death situation, I just took a step back and started realizing that I know what it's like to have a hangover. I know what it's like to feel like crap the next day. Why not start, you know, let's just try and feel what it feels like to not have one and try something different. And that's what got me into doing meditation, exercising a lot more regularly, and eating healthier. So I got into this thing called transcendental meditation. I don't know if you know about that, but it's TM, and it really helped me out. It's weird. I'm a huge Beatles fan, and I didn't know that was the same meditation that they were doing back in the 60s when they went with the Maharishi. You know, but I discovered it just in the last couple of years, and it's really been beneficial for me. Again, I'm not one of those guys that's going to preach, you know, one way, or, you know, everybody has their own path and their own journey and their own way of doing things. But for me, taking 40 minutes out of the day to hang out with yourself is a good thing, and it's been very beneficial for me.
When you see God Tell them all the things you saw while you were doing your job. But it's not your place to say.
My first memory of food. Well, the obvious one, probably by why I like boobs so much. But I mean,
yeah.
right? I mean,
yeah,
that might be the reason. Yeah, big boobs. That might be the reason why, I guess, because that's your first source of food. But somewhere that's in your memory, right? It's way back in your memory. But for me, I guess it's breakfast foods. You know, if you're talking about foods, preparing foods growing up, I think about like breakfast foods and what I grew up. It's crazy. I grew up in this. I think I was the first of the TV generation. Yeah. You know, the kids before you know, we're the first of the TV generation. Now it's over the top. Everybody is, you know, a little too much TV. You know, everybody has one of these that they're constantly on, or this or that, and it's good. The technology's good because it does make certain things easier, but being from that first generation, I remember breakfast foods and eating my breakfast with bowls of cereal, watching cartoons. So I grew up with like cereals and Pop-Tarts and, you know, sort of probably things that are I wouldn't have today for my kids.
Yeah. And,
If it's going on to hell, we might as well enjoy the ride. Maybe things will work out for us on the other side.
I'm very glad to meet you.
Yes.
For many reasons. The first one, I just discovered Roxy 77. It's really great.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really my kind of...
I'm very proud of that band. That's my band that I get to sort of speak through in my songs, in the way I front it, in so many ways. That's my therapy. That's my that's sort of my message. Yeah. A lot of the songs that I play in Roxy 77. So I'm glad you like it.
You publish a box set?
Yes,
soon.
The box set is called the Roxy Box, and that's going to include like 70 songs.
Okay, and we can hear on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, yeah. All you have to do is go to ryanroxie.com, and you got this pre-order click button. It takes you right to the site, and you can listen to all the songs. If you like it and you want the actual box set, because it's going to look really good. It's going to be my first 3 albums, my first 3 solo albums that I've collaborated with some great musicians, you know, in Sweden and in the States and everywhere in between. But a band called DPM, Roxy 77, and a bunch of other bands that were collaborative efforts with myself and a bunch of friends and musicians. So that's going to have a separate CD itself that has unreleased tracks. So in total, 70 new songs. So if you go onto ryanroxie.com right now, you can just click on that button and listen and take a sample of all those songs.
I do it.
Cool.
You're a great singer too. You're a great guitarist, of course, and a great singer.
The one thing I think I need advice on is because a lot of people know me as the guitarist for, you know, a certain band, or I play in another Swedish band called Casablanca, and I also play with a guy that you might have heard of called Alice Cooper. No, but I mean, he's you know, he's a household name, and it's kind of amazing. It's every day that I get to play with Alice, I learn something about music. I learn something about life, because he has so much experience and so much cool history. So when you get to play with a guy like that, I don't have to sing. He's the front guy. He performs. He sings all the songs. I just, you know, I sing some background vocals, but I just primarily play guitar. Within Roxy 77, I have to sing. Therefore, I have to take care of my voice. And I'm sure taking care of your voice has something to do with the food that you put in your body, and that's what I need help from you.
Lines fall on my face and hands. Lines fall from the ups and downs. I'm in the middle without any plans.
think it's more easier when you work with Alice Cooper to eat healthy in the restaurant.
Well, it is and it isn't, because the thing about this, when we're in tour mode, it's like fantasy land in a way. It's not real life. I always say it's kind of like your dream. It's like a dream in a sense that you can ask for anything, and you will probably get it. And that can be a problem if you're not conscious and you're not centered within yourself, and you have that discipline within inside yourself. Because honestly, we could order anything and eat anything at any given time. If you want pizza every night, you could have pizza every night. If you want junk food every day, you could have junk food every day. Luckily, in our rider, in what we get in the dressing room, the food has gotten so much more healthier. And that's because the members of the band have taken it on themselves to become much healthier. So when you go to our backstage, you see a lot of coconut water, you see a lot of fruits, berries, nuts. Whereas before you used to see potato chips and candy, you now see things that are much better to put inside your body.
Yeah.
You know? So it is a choice. We have the opportunity to eat much healthier, and I think I do. When we go to catering every night, I try to only eat vegetables. You know, I'm not one of those guys that doesn't eat carbs. But I pick a carb. That's my thing. I pick one carb per meal, and that's what it is. If it's going to be a beer, then that's my carb. If it's going to be mashed potatoes, that's my carb.
I bring you some good carbs.
What did you bring me?
Some good carbs.
Some good carbs?
Some special juice I cook for you this morning.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. I'd like to see it.
Can you close your eyes?
I will close my eyes. Let me see if I can drink my coconut water while I close my eyes. Oh man, that's really cool. Oh.
All my receipts have a story. Okay. This one, this is almond milk. There are no milk, no almond products. There are only almond with water.
Almond water, but not non-sweetened.
No, that's only stevia. You know stevia? It's natural sugar from plants.
Okay.
A little bit. It's very sweet. You can take
Can I
this.
try it, or?
Of course. You want a glass?
Well, I have a glass. Drink it right out of the bottle, right?
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Yeah. That's what we do. This is great. School's out milk.
Very fresh.
Love it. It is very fresh. It's amazing tasty. Wow. You make this?
Yeah, this morning.
You could market this.
This is for the snack. School's out.
It's really good. It school's out, exactly.
Yeah.
What's the raw blood?
Tomorrow in the breakfast.
Please do. I'll give Alice a bottle of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink it, but I'll give him the bottle.
You can put in the fridge. This is very special. This is my raw blood.
Yeah. And it's 100% organic.
It's very hot. Very hot.
This is a hot drink.
Yeah, it's a hot drink. You can drink with shots.
I was gonna say, would it go good with vodka?
You can.
Yes, you can. See, you tested that. All right. Because that's a kind of a cool sort of. We do have a little tradition before the shows amongst the band. Alice doesn't drink at all, but we take a little shot of vodka before. And I was thinking that this might be a kind of a.
This is one of my best of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try this as well.
It's very.
This is good though.
Very particular. And this one, it's new.
It doesn't even have a label.
I think it's like glam rock. It's very sexy, it's alive. Look.
Yeah, I have.
No? This is
very glam rock.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
like the color. I want to make a juice for you, a pink one.
All right. You know who would like this, honestly, is our other guitar player, Orianthe. She would love this.
Oh, and this is special muffin.
You made some, well,
Muffin for legends.
be careful, because the last time I had a special
Don't
muffin,
worry.
it
Don't
knocked
worry.
me out 2 days.
You trust me? Don't worry. Don't worry. Trust me.
All right.
There are no sugar. There are very good carbs.
Yeah, the last special muffin I had was in Amsterdam, and that's probably not a good thing. Oh, look at this. Good packaging. I didn't know dinner was going to be earlier. This is awesome. And you made these two as well?
Yeah,
Smart.
this one. This is with dry cranberry and sunflower seed.
This is awesome.
No,
Awesome. You're good.
No,
Really
not
good. So when's the recipe book coming out? Because this is good.
soon.
Yeah.
Soon. At
I
the
had
end
a
of the
feeling.
year.
Mhm.
Yeah. I write this book to. I hope to teach something for the young generations, and it's very important to talk like a guy with you, like a great musician, because you have. We have the same age, we
Yeah.
have the same generations.
Yes,
Perhaps we want to teach something for the young generation.
I like that. I like that. I mean,
beer
you're doing your part. You're
Ah.
doing your part, and in any influence that I have with my part is as far as influence over young. Because I just want them, you know, take a look at me now and say, look, there's not a lot of guys that you know, are 46 that are doing exactly what they wanted to do when they were 6. And I knew at 6 years old this is what I wanted to do. So, and then hopefully in a way for younger people to realize that, hey, whatever it is you want to do, if you're really passionate about it and you're really driven to do it, it is possible. Because here I am 40 years later doing what I dreamed about when I was a little kid. So that's cool.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Excellent, excellent. Very good.
When you see God, there comes a time that each of us has got to face and cross over that line. You go it alone. You gotta make a stand and try to understand that we're not alone. I flew down from heaven, you dropped into hell. When your soul is broken, it's easier to sell. But don't buy the reasons without asking a few. Your own questions don't get answered.
Thank you, man.
What you gonna
Excellent,
do?
excellent. Very good. Cool. I like it, man. I thought you were gonna be much more like a biker guy, but you're
Yeah.
good looking. You're a model, man. You're like a male model guy. You know? Look at that guy. He's too
Yeah.
tough looking in the picture, you know? He looks very
You're
soft
really
and
in
handsome,
shape.
man.
Yeah.
There he is. That's why his wife is, or your girl, is your wife, I don't know if your wife or girl.
My wife,
Your
yeah,
wife.
yeah.
She's the camera woman, so she's right there. She's gonna make sure he stays and he flies straight. Good job. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks a lot.